everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, what is that? Today I'm going to be filming a tutorial on a look I posted on Instagram. When did I post that? Yesterday. I got requested a video on it, so that's what I'm going to do. I literally just sprayed myself with some rose water, so I'm kind of letting that sink in. Because I put on moisturizer like an hour ago. Should I put more on? No, we're fine. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm fine. I'm going to go ahead and do my priming. If I can figure out, that one's my travel size. I need to kind of keep that full, you know, in case I travel. Oh, no, wait, I have another one. I'll just use that one. The full-size one is in my bathroom. Oh, wow, I used way too much. I'm just using the Benefit Professional on my T-zone, or on my pores, just so I can blur them. Can you see? They're blurred. They're good and blurred. I did order the Tarte primer, the Poreless, Timeless Poreless, something like that. It's what Tati uses. I ordered that on the 4th of July sale for like 25 bucks, which does seem like a lot of money, but it's originally like 40, so I think it's safe to say I got a pretty good deal. And then I'm going to be using the NYX Honey Do Me Up primer. This stuff has a really weird consistency. It's very stringy. So it really is like honey. I can see why they got my mouth. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really like honey at all. I think it tastes weird. But that's just me. You do not need, the one thing I can always tell you, I think I put too much on. You don't need a lot of primer. You need like a pea-sized amount, just enough to give you like a good layer on your face. Not even like a big layer, like a thin, even layer. It's all you need. And I recommend using a blurring primer around your T-zone or anywhere that you have very noticeable pores, and then a primer that fits your skin type everywhere else. So I have dry skin, and I prefer a luminous dewy kind of finish, so I'm using a dewy primer. But if you have oily skin, or it's really easy for you to get oily throughout the day, use a mattifying primer. Yeah, and I let my primer sink in for about 5 minutes, so I do my brows while my primer sinks in. This is like full on my normal routine. This is how I do my normal face makeup, and then I'm just going to show you the eye look I did with it. Because the face is what I do every day. Okay. Sometimes I'll use a little bit of green concealer on my redness, which I'm going to do because I did that yesterday. Just a little bit though, not a lot. Like I literally do not use a lot. And then I blend it out with a sponge. Okay, I put way too much on this side. That's my bad. But I blend it out, so it's okay. Okay, we're done with that. Now for foundation, I just used this, my NYX Total Control Drops in the shade Light Ivory. No matter what, every time I use this foundation, it drops on something, and this time it's my leg. You gotta make sure to mix this up and even squeeze what's in the tube out so that it mixes all together and it's not settled, because foundations like this can settle like that. Okay, then you're just gonna use your Y6 for Morphe, or sponge or brush or whatever you use to blend it out. This is just my favorite brush to use. God, that coverage, girl. This is a buildable foundation. So you can get, sorry, I'm trying to blend this out before I talk, because I can't talk and blend at the same time. This is a buildable coverage foundation. So you can get full coverage, sheer coverage, medium coverage. It's very buildable, which is my favorite part. Plus it looks amazing. And the shade I have like matches me perfectly, even though it looks like it whites me out a little bit. For concealer, this is my current routine. This is the Ulta brand concealer, the full coverage liquid concealer. It's waterproof, by the way, if anyone was wondering, and light cool. It's this. I heard about this from this YouTuber I watch. Her name's Allie Glines, I think. Glines. She said that this is one of her favorite drugstore full coverage concealers. And as you can see, it's pretty much the same shade as my foundation, but that'll change in a second. Actually, it's kind of a little dark. Oh well. This is the shade that is good for pink undertones, which is what I have. Then I use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Fair 00. It's literally white. Perfect for me. I take it, I put it down my nose right here, on both sides. Oh, that one was a little, okay, whatever. And then I put it on top of this. Mix it in, make it light. Because the point of concealing under your eyes is to highlight that part of your face. And also to, you know, cover stuff. And then I just put a little bit more. That one side's not as bright as that side. I need to put more right there. Okay. Then I go like this on my forehead. Down my nose. Right there. And on my chin. Those are the part of my face I want to highlight. So I'm just going to blend that in with my sponge. Down the nose. Now I'm just going to blend this side. Okay. Now, time to set and or bake the parts that you just concealed. Gotta get some in the, oh yeah, got a good amount. Now, I like to use one of these sponges to bake because if I use this one, it like gets really stiff and I just, by the way, see this right here? That'd be my dog. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so I'm just going to bake under my eyes. And I only bake under my eyes and on my smile lines because, I mean, I don't really need to bake anywhere else. Okay. I look insane. I know. I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face with, like, a small amount of powder on this brush because I really don't want a lot. I have, like, super dry skin. And I don't want to emphasize that. I just want to make sure that I have an even base for the rest of my face makeup. Alright, that's enough. I'm telling you guys, don't need a lot of powder if you have dry skin. Baking. I'm sure you know what that is. If you don't, I'll explain it. Pretty much, baking was like invented by drag queens, I think. It's where you put a lot of powder, as you can see, like you pack on powder in places where you don't want the makeup to move. You literally leave it on there for about 5 minutes and it cooks the makeup underneath to where it doesn't move all day. And it lasts forever. That's what baking is. It uses the heat from your body to cook it. Not joking. It's actually pretty cool. Look at this. And I bake my smile lines because whenever I wear foundation, my smile lines show through and it makes me look really old. And that's not fun. So, while this is going on, I'm going to go ahead and contour. Do you guys see all the powder falling? That happens every time. I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to use, this is Royal and Langnickel Contour Brush, or the BMD 120. Looks like this. Am I a beauty guru yet? And I use the shade Shadow Play, right here. Now, contouring brings definition to your face. It kind of chisels out your cheekbones or your nose or whatever you want to contour. It brings definition. What you're going to do is you use like a ashy brown color to chisel out whatever you want to chisel out. Your double chin, your cheeks, your nose, your ears. People contour everything. Their boobs. I've never done that, but lots of people do. Just gonna use a little bit more. And the way I can tell if I'm nice and contoured is if I look ahead and I see the definition. You see that? It's like, that's how you know you did it right. And then I take my bronzer. This is the Hoola bronzer. And I use a big fluffy brush. This is the Real Techniques something. It's like rubbed off. It's just huge and fluffy. I'm sure you could find it. And I literally go like this. Warm up my face. There's a difference between bronzing and contouring. A bronzer is more of an orangey color or a neutral color. That's kind of what I have, a neutral color. And this just brings warmth to your face. You want to bronze your cheeks, your pretty much everything you want to. You can bronze whatever you want. Contouring is to bring definition. Bronzing is just to bring warmth. There's a difference. And I go ahead and I bronze the neck so that I can kind of have an even balance. Yeah. And then while this is going on, I go ahead and I take this sponge and I take my powder and I cut those cheeks, girl, so that I can have a heart, like an even line, to where like this bottom of my face isn't brown. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take what's left on my powder brush and just kind of put that in. Just so it's not too harsh. Okay, then I take my blush. This is the Ulta Beauty. It literally doesn't have a name. It's just a palette. It's got bronzer, blush, highlight, whatever. I use this one. And I use that blush either on a fan brush or an angled brush. And I'm going to use the angled brush today. This is the e.l.f. angled blush brush. So soft. It's literally like one of my favorite brushes. e.l.f. stepped up their game with their brushes. I'm not even joking. I smile like this. I put it on the apples of my cheeks and then I blend it back. I like a good flush, so I apply a good amount. Lots of people don't feel that way. Okay. Now I just want to once again blend that in. Okay. Now I'm done with the face for now. What I want to start on is the eyes. I'm like literally showing you my entire routine. Y'all better get used to it. I start off with a pale nude shade. Trying to figure out where am I? Okay, I'm stupid. I was looking right at it. It doesn't matter what shade you use. I literally mix it up. I sometimes use this. A shade like that is essentially what, like a matte nude shade. Or I use this. Or that one doesn't have one. Or I really use this one a lot. That one's the one I mainly use. I use a lot of them. Or you could use white if you're into that. It's all up to you, girl. It's all up to you. I literally just, okay, nothing came off. Take it on my finger. Pack it on there, girl. Pack it on. Lots of people use a big fluffy brush to do that. I do not. Okay, I started off with my Tartelette Toasted palette. Started with this shade. This is the shade Cashmere. I love the smell of their palettes. They smell so good. And I'm doing a halo eye. So what you want to do is you want to take your transition. Oh, girl, you see that? You start on the outer corner, blend, put it on the inner corner, blend, kind of like this. I'm going slow. Like that. Okay, next I'm going to take this brush. This is the Beauty Accents Blending Eyeshadow Brush. I use this for my crease because it literally fits perfect. I got this at Dollar General for $1. I'm going to use the shade Latte right there. This is just a matte brown shade. Start off by, okay, girl, mirror is 230. I'm just going to put it right here. Blend. Put it right here. Blend. You guys see how I'm leaving space on my lid? That's going to be like that the whole time. Not joking. Now I'm going to take, if I can find it. Where is it? Okay, I was looking right at it. No, that's not the right one. It's this one. I'm going to take this brush. It's real small and fluffy. This is from Ulta Beauty. It's a crease brush. It's like a dual-ended brush. And I'm going to take the shade Warmth. Put it a little bit lower. As you can see, just a little bit lower. Blending it out. And putting it on the other side. I just want you guys to know, if you start out really trying with your eyeshadow and it's not looking the way you want it to, that's normal. The point of makeup is to get better and to have fun. Because I have been doing my own makeup, you know, in my room, like whenever my friends are out doing stuff. I was at home watching YouTube videos. I've been doing this kind of stuff since 7th grade. I'm a junior. We're going to be a junior. So if you can see, I've been practicing for a really long time. I mean, I didn't start wearing makeup until my freshman year, but I've been practicing for a very long time. So it's okay if it doesn't start out the way you want it to. That's supposed to happen. I promise. Now I'm going to take Cozy right here. By the way, all the shades I've used so far are matte. Every single shade I put on my eye at this point is matte. I'm going to put this right on the outer corner. Right there. Oh, this is the e.l.f. Professional Eye Crease Brush. Looks like this. Put that right on the outer corner. And then we just put it on the inner corner like that. And blend it. Then we do it on the other side. This video will probably be a little bit longer than normal, only because I'm straight up telling every little detail of what I'm doing. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to expose the center of my eyelid just a little bit more. So I'm going to take that brush, the side of that brush that I used to clean up my eyebrows, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this, put it on the center of my eyelid. And I don't know why I put that up, because I need the mirror again. Okay, so I'm just going to... like that. Tap it out a little bit. That's all I'm doing. Okay. Wait, this side's a little bit lower. Okay, so now that I've done that, all I'm gonna, whoa, that could have been a disaster. All I'm gonna do is, I've got like powder and glitter and stuff all over my hands. This happens every time. The shade or whatever that I'm using is any sparkly shade you want. The one I want to use is my ColourPop highlighter in Flexitarian. Los IDs is super blinding. I'm just going to take some on my finger. Like that. I'm going to put it right in that center. Like that. I'm going to do the other side. Like that. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that over here. And then all you're going to do is take a clean blending brush. This is the Kala Cosmetics blending brush. This is like the travel size one. Just blend that out. Okay, I just got a text message. That's all you do. Then on your lower lash line, I'm going to go ahead and brush away my bake. Actually, I'm going to do that everywhere. Okay, I'm going to brush away my bake, and then that's when we're going to do the lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and put on my eyeliner, because I do that before I do whatever, before I do the, you guys know what I'm talking about. This is the Molly, M-A-L-L-Y Cosmetics Evercolor Gel Waterproof Liner in the shade Onyx. It's black. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and, okay, I could let you guys see. I'm just gonna pull my eye down a little bit. And somewhere, you don't have to do this. I only do this because I think it accentuates my eye color. Then I just do top one. I hate that feeling so much. Like, it's the worst feeling in the world. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that's not the first time I've done that. I'll show you how to fix that in a second. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. That's just my luck right there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take... Okay, someone's car just backfired or something. I'm going to go ahead and take like a fluffy... Okay, can any... Knock that off. I'm taking like a fluffy... rounded brush, and I'm going to take that cashmere shade and buff that out pretty low on my lash line. I'm going to take a smaller brush and take that latte shade right there. I'm taking this, what is this? Estee Lauder Elizabeth Arden, one of those brushes. This is a lip brush, but I'm using it to put that cozy shade right on my lash line, like really, really, really tight lined. I'm going to blend that out a little bit with the clean, fluffy blending brush. And then, since this is a halo eye, you kind of want to match the top to the bottom. So I'm going to take a Okay, I'm stupid. It was right here. I'm going to take just a little bit of that highlighter, not a lot, on like a super small brush. I'm going to put it right in the center. Like that. That's all. I'm just going to highlight my inner corner with that same highlighter. Always, always, always highlight. Rio, gosh. Always, always, always highlight your inner corner because it literally just wakes you up. What? Does anyone else just find it really hard to be a dog mom? Because it's really hard. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like terrified of cats. When I was younger, my mom had this cat. His name was Sebastian. It was evil. It was the meanest cat I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Oh my gosh. So ever since then, I've just never had a good relationship with cats. The only cat I've ever been able to like touch is my friend Madison's cat, Gizmo. That cat is so sweet. Okay. Oh, by the way, I let that eyeliner dry down and I just put concealer on top of it. So don't freak out if you get like mascara or something on your eyeshadow. All you gotta do is put concealer on it and then put that same shade that you had under it back on it. Like that. Actually, I need more of it because it's like off the brush now. Popper, do you really have to eat right now? Gosh. Okay, it's fixed. Problem solved. Okay. Now, oh my gosh, I just put that in the brush thing. Okay, Kennedy, get your life together. Now, I'm going to wear falsies. You don't have to. But first, I'm just going to curl my eyelashes a little bit and then apply some mascara. Okay, lashes are on. I'm just going to pop some mascara on my bottom lashes. By the way, this is what the eyelashes look like. I'm just going to pop some on the bottom lashes. Okay. And the last step, well, not the last step, but the second to last step, third to last step, girl, I'm all out of the place, is highlighter. I like to use my sponge. Jaclyn Hill says this is the best way to do your highlighter because it makes it blend out really easy. You just... And then I'm going to take a brush. This is the, I don't know what this is called. I think it's Winky Lux, but don't quote me on that. I got it in my Ipsy bag. It doesn't have the name on it. I'm just going to use that brush to highlight chin, my forehead a little bit, or a lot of it. Oh my gosh. That was not supposed to happen. Here. Okay, so for lips, you could either do a nude lip or do what I did, which is a red lip. Now, typically when you use a liquid lipstick, you want to use a lip liner, but my red lip liner is gone. No idea where it went. Can't find it. So I'm just gonna, oh, this is the Okalon Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick in American Doll. Okay, so that is on. That's what it looks like. I love that red lipstick. And then you just want to finish it off with setting spray. Once again, I like luminous, so I'm using the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. Gotta mix it up, and then you just... And just blend in to your face so that you don't get any of those little beads of setting spray on your face. You just want to blend it in. Just brings the whole look together. And that is the finished look. Okay, what is going on with my eyelash? We're good. That is the finished look. I'm not gonna lie, I really love it. Red lipstick is not something I wear every day, but it is very fun to wear. I feel a lot more confident when I wear red lipstick. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, you don't have to do this exact look, but I did want to show you how I did it because it is one of my favorite looks I've ever done. Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, guys.